Today we're going to find some beautiful flowers around the town of Haines. And we're right here at the back door of the library, and I can see there are some beautiful flowers right here. These are the sedum, and they're changing from light pink to dark pink as they bloom with this wonderful sunshine we're having. These purple flowers behind me are so pretty, and I wish I knew their name. So if you know what these purple flowers are, please let me know too. You might have wondered why it's looking so beautiful outside the library this summer, and I have to say thank you to Anne Myron and Tim McDonough for all of their landscaping volunteering. It really has made a wonderful difference for how gorgeous it is. These beautiful flowers are right here in front of the Borough Building, and I think if we had a town contest for prettiest pot of flowers, these might be the winners. Too many flowers to even name, but I hope when you're out and about that you get to see some of the pretty flowers that are growing right here in our very own Haines, Alaska. Here we are with some more beautiful flowers at the George Mark Park. And I'm looking here and wondering, who can name all these pretty little flowers? I see the yellow ones, the purple ones, the ones that are kind of white. We're going to need to put some names to these faces. Here we are right across the street from the bookstore, and finally some flowers that I know the names of. Do you see the pansies? Those are the ones that have some pink or purple, and those that look like chrysanthemums, golden or yellow. If you start looking around town, we have a lot of beautiful flowers right now. Here I am across the street from Hauser's, and I'm seeing Sitka rose. I bet you've seen lots of beautiful Sitka rose this summer. Those pink flowers originally came from Russia, and then to Sitka, and then to Haines. Here are these spiky flowers again, and I wish I knew the names for these spiky flowers. They're so pretty. They look like little fireworks made of flower petals. I also love those tiny little purple ones. If you know the name of either of those, will you let me know? Outside the bank here, we are positively surrounded by beautiful flowers. And I know it's taken a lot of time and work watering them and making sure that there aren't weeds, but if you look closer, you'll see it's such a fun mix of colors too. I love the way there's red and yellow and white and even the American flag. Here we are at the museum apple tree. Wow, there were a lot of beautiful flowers earlier, and now I think we see the beginnings of apples. But also behind me, so many pretty flowers here. I see some white ones. I know those are the daisies over there, and I see some fireweed, and I know where we can go to find more fireweed too. Here we are just outside the Presbyterian Church, and I see some tiger lilies. On the way to the fireweed, we had to stop and take a look. They are doing great. Maybe as you go around town, you'll find tiger lilies too. One unexpectedly appeared in a flower pot in my backyard. Behind me, you can see all the fireweed that's been doing so well this summer. It's just about done blooming. They say fireweed is the first thing that grows back after a fire. And also, it might be called fireweed because in the fall, all those green leaves will turn orange and red, and that top will become a puff of gray, looking like the whole field is on fire. Here we have the yarrow growing right along the side of the sidewalk. All these little white flowers, just beautiful. Just outside some of these apartment doors, there are some beautiful petunias here, and some little purplish ones related to forget-me-nots down there. And then I see the yellow snapdragon and the purplish pink snapdragon. And there's phlox, that really dark purple one in back. Oh, and these pretty ones, osteospermum, I just learned that. Oh, and I see the strawberry plants down here. They did have little white flowers, but now it's time for them to have berries. Right next to the sedum that are pink, there are some real forget-me-nots. They are tiny, but so beautiful, our state flower. These flowers look like sedum, but they're called spirea, and you can see they are different. They have little bursts coming out of each one of those flowers. So there's this old gravel pile, and growing right out of the gravel are bachelor buttons, doing their very best to make the world a more beautiful place. Here are some beautiful flowers not everybody loves. I recognize those. I wonder if you do too. They're purple, and they grow on the top of spiky stems. These purple flowers are thistle flowers. That means they're ready to spread their seeds. We just found poppies growing here by the side of the road. Who would have thought? Sometimes we have to work so hard to get our flowers to grow. And there's a happy little poppy. It's a volunteer. What are these gorgeous flowers growing so straight and tall? Blue, dark purple, looking like, of course it's fine if we didn't get very many sunny days in June. Look at that. If you know the names of this kind of flower, would you tell me? And I can see this big brown bear is watching over some flowers for us. These beautiful delicate ones in pink and lavender and white. I don't know their names either. I'd like to learn. These sunflowers are just amazing to me. I've been trying to grow 13 sunflowers this summer, and none of mine have flowers like this yet. I think the secret is give them plenty of love and plenty of sun. We're standing outside Sarah J's, and I just found out what these magnificent flowers in all these flower pots are called. They're dahlias. If we were going to have a fair this year, these could be entered as prize winners. I hope you get a chance to get out and see some of the beautiful flowers that are around town. Once we start to look, I'm amazed. They're in pots, they're in ditches, they're in people's gardens and growing alongside of the street. We live in an amazing place, and it's an amazing time of year. We just found this beautiful patch of bachelor buttons, and there are even some sweet pea flowers growing. I've been trying to grow sweet peas too. You see that little delicate white flower? Sometimes flowers just do amazingly well, and sometimes it takes a little bit extra to make them grow. Speaking of flowers, I know right there amongst the clover, that might be the last happy dandelion of the summer. Right outside of Mountain Market, I had heard about the sweet peas, and sure enough, they are exquisite. They're even growing right here in the shade right now. Beautiful flowers. We are back at the library, and I want to show you these lupin plants. You can see the seed pods here are about all that's left of the lupin. And Lily Ramsey told me if you take those seed pods and hang them in brown paper bags, they can dry out and you can collect the seeds. I'm glad that we are here at the library, because that means we can go inside and check and find out what were some of those flowers that I didn't know. And if you find out before I find out, I hope you'll let me know. I need to say thank you for everybody who's subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the library's YouTube channel, be sure to do that. You just click the subscribe button. I'm going to be having more stories and songs coming to you this fall. And I'm so glad we've had such a wonderful summer. There'll be a few more summer programs coming on YouTube's, and lots more good books in your future too, I know. Thanks for watching. Bye.